Good evening. How everybody doing? I hope everybody had a blessed weekend, and I hope and pray everybody have a blessed week. Um, I ain't got much to say tonight, but I do have a few words, and most of these words may come from my heart. Some of these words might offend somebody. Some of these words might be um much for some people to handle, but sometimes it is what it is, man. Right now, I thought I had some questions, but I don't have no questions. Right now, I'm a bit frustrated. And in this life, I don't know if people say we shouldn't be frustrated. I don't know, but I'm frustrated, and I'm frustrated a lot of the times. I'm kind of, as I've been saying for a long time, I I feel like I'm stuck in a position, stuck in a place where I can't seem to get myself out of. I'm stuck in a place where I don't feel love, I don't feel joy, I don't feel like it's even worth being in. And it just seemed like it's like a continuous cycle. It's like I pour out my heart and pour out my heart, and it just feel like it's just falling on empty ears, as if like you're expressing everything how you feel, man, and it's like a person just throw it in your face, and as if they don't care. And me myself, I mean, it takes much for me to express how I feel and say the words that I feel because sometimes I hold a lot of stuff in. So when I do say something, it really means something to me, and I'm expressing from my heart. And when it feels like sometimes your heart just gets stepped on, and before I take it too far, I'm not talking about human feelings and stuff like that. I'm talking about like you and your relationship with whatever high relationship you got, whatever relationship it can be in any relationship that you feel, but like you feel like you're just getting taken advantage of, and you feel like you're just wasting time. It's like every day, like when you're in that vicious cycle, it's like every day it's the same thing. Every day the stuff that you call yourself bringing to God, you call yourself that thinking He gonna step in, and it's like just seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And people tell you that it's for a purpose, it's for this, but when your heart when it hits your heart, certain situations you can always just deal with. But when this stuff start feeling like it's you pouring out your heart, you giving all you can, and nothing coming in return, it starts to get frustrated. I don't care. I'm to like I say, I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I don't care if it's God. Sometimes I was raised in a bad place. I was in a very bad place, and I got out of that place because I thought I was a better place for me somewhere else. And as if I left one bad place for another, and I'm in the world, stuck in the world. It seems like it really ain't gonna get no better. From the hurt and the pain that I saw, it seemed like it's worse now because when you get out of that place and find yourself in another place where people can actually do more to help other people and they don't, it's sickening. It's hurting. So I left one place thinking that this was where all the hurt and all the pain and all the suffering was, to go to a place where people watch the pain, the hurt, and the suffering. So I'm thinking I'm going to a better place where I'm ending up in a worse place. And when you really got a heart, this stuff affect you. No matter I don't care who you is. If you got a heart, all this stuff affect you because you gonna see the hurts, you gonna see the pains, you gonna see the suffering surrounding, and it hurt when you can't do nothing about it. When you constantly having to do the same thing about it, you see the same person 35 times, and you help them 35 times, and know you gotta help them 36 times. Every day you see the same person and you got to do the same help. Nothing ever gets better in that person's life. But you still call to help this person every day. And you praying and praying and praying for this person's life to change, for the Lord to step in. And nothing ever changes. I live my life like this daily. I sacrifice my life daily for others. But when I'm desperately in need, for a sacrifice for me, it doesn't come. And this, I don't know, some you may call it selfish, whatever you call it, but like I say, you don't know the shoes that I'm in, you don't know the things that I go through, you don't know the life that I have to live, the stuff I have to put up with. It's just me and my son and God and my family. But it's a struggle, man. And like I say, I'm an isolated person. When you ain't got many people in your life, then the people that's in your life really matter. And when you give what you can give your heart to somebody, and it feels like all they doing is stepping on it in return, you don't know how that feels unless you go through it yourself. Now, if you haven't been through it, then you know exactly how I feel. You know exactly where I'm coming from. I'm not here to play games with nobody. I'm not here to talk bad about God. I'm not here to talk bad about people. I'm talking about my situation. I'm talking about me in general. And I know it's people out there feel the same way I feel. I know it's people that have made sacrifices in their life, and all you hear is words coming back in return. I know it's people out there that God, they done heard God tell them, get out and pray, pray, do this, and I'm going to be there. And then when it's time for him to be there, he know where to be found. I know it's people in their heart that feel the same way I feel. I know I can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only person that came from where I came from. You ain't even have to come to where I come from. It's like certain situations when some people who got good hearts, when you give a person your heart, you expect that person to stand up and be who they said he is. But when your heart just keep getting dashed, you ain't got but so much to hold on. You like you holding on for threads, man. You like you holding on for dear life. It doesn't matter if it's man or God. Everybody held accountable for their actions and for their words. It doesn't matter that you trying to push somebody to do something better, but it's only better to you. Do another person feelings count for anything? It's as if because you say God is like I just supposed to matter to nothing. I matter too. I can go out there and he'll send me 1,000 people to help, and then when you desperately need it, seems like you don't matter. But I know. Everybody's situation different. Everybody. Like I say, I'm talking from. I'm coming from my heart. I'm coming from my situation. I'm not saying God is good in everybody's life, but God is a struggle. Good is a struggle. I don't know what this relationship people keep calling. My relationship don't feel good. It feels like it's somebody that's more powerful than me. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's a God-sized power that's moving me. But it's moving me in places I don't want to go. It's moving me to do things. I don't know why people be so cheerful. I haven't gotten to that cheerful part. I mean, I understand, but I went from struggle to struggle. But like I say, I mean, this my words. I'm not here to frustrate nobody's relationship, but I'm here to let a person know that, I mean, I feel a certain type of way. I'm gonna let mine go. I take a lot of pain. I take a lot of suffering because of my mouth. Because I let mine go, I'm gonna let it go. Where I'm from, you gonna have to kill me, man. But it should never get to that way. But it has gotten to that point. Sometimes I overtalk myself because I hold a lot of stuff in. But as you can see, when I let it go, I let it go. And I'm still holding back. You know, you can't say everything the way you say to a man because still the ultimate relationship is between me and God. The ultimate conversation is between me and God. So everything I'm saying to you is like just getting it out. But like, as I'm telling you, you got to learn how to get it out. You got to get it out, no matter who it is. To who? If you're gonna vent, you got to vent. Say it, tell it to God. Say it to God. It don't act like you don't understand it already. Because if you don't say it, you're holding it back in your heart. All that stuff doing is getting buried, and then when it come out wrong to somebody else that don't deserve it. Like when I get frustrated with him, then try to go take it out on my child. That's wrong. Why would I'm gonna take it to the person who can handle it the most? And I don't care. The day things may not get better for me today. Things may not get better tomorrow. But I'm still here. I'm gonna still keep telling how I feel. I'm gonna keep on pressing until one day I'm gone. Hopefully things will get better. I put some hope in things. I'm here for a reason. But I'm not gonna stop pushing until I feel like something done got better. Even sometimes you feel like things ain't gonna never change in this relationship. But that don't make me stop. I'ma still work. I'ma still work no matter what I gotta do. Even if I'm going down the wrong direction, I'm gonna work. As long as I ain't going down the bad direction. Because I can always make a U-turn. I can always go 60 degrees instead of having to do a whole 180. As long as I'm doing something, I'm pushing for something. But I think whoever listen, I hope and pray that it helps somebody. And I really mean it. I don't speak my words. I don't even do this unless I'm trying to help somebody. But I know it's a lot of people. I go to church and I see it's so empty in there. Nobody venting, nobody expressing the way they really feel. Everybody throwing up hands and praising it. It's got to be. God have more people in this world than anybody. No, everybody got a good relationship with God. Nobody have no bad feelings about God sometimes. Nobody have no struggles with God. Ain't no way in the world. You can't be realistic and have 3 billion Christians in this world and nobody got nothing, always got pieces and cream to say about God. It's a struggle, man. I feel some kind of way. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. I feel like I'm being led to the wrong place. But I don't have all the understanding and all the wisdom, but I still feel that way. And I'm not going to hold my tongue for it. But I hope and pray, I mean, if you got a relationship with God and that's supposed to be the number one relationship in your life, then you're going to have problems with that. Especially when you know He's leading you. If He's leading you to a place where you don't want to go. But I'm only trying to reach the people that got the same kind of feelings that I got, man. I'm just hoping and praying to help somebody. I know somebody feels some way, the same way, multiple people. But that doesn't mean I don't love God. That don't mean I hate God. I just have a different opinion sometimes, and I don't feel as if me and his relationship going on right terms, and I don't feel like I'm being treated the way I should have been. I'm not getting what He's told me He would do. So I said, I speak out my how I feel, but like I say, I'm only doing it to help somebody. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to put nobody's relationship down with God. But I hope and pray that your relationship be strong. I hope and pray that nobody have to go through what I go through. And I hope and pray that everybody got a better relationship with God than I have. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Because there ain't no relationship better than being with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's salvation and getting away from this world is the most important thing, man. So however you find it, man, I hope and pray you all find it, man. But be truthful to yourself and be truthful to your life. Be truthful to your heart, man. God bless y'all, man. Love you, man. Peace.